Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Tarot by Melissa, and today's video is going to be focusing on the topic, what are their next actions? And of course, as always, we're going to be doing the blunt version of this reading because that's literally the only version of this reading that I do. So what we're going to be looking into is your person of interest and what their potential next actions will be towards you. So we're going to focus this more on what type of movement, energy, action versus thoughts and feelings, although I'm sure a lot of that is going to end up coming through. So let's go ahead and get into some disclaimers. Keep in mind, guys, this is a general reading. So some of the messages might resonate specifically to you and your situation where other messages might not. So if it's not resonating, if it feels like it doesn't fit your situation, simply just release it and let it go. Please don't allow it to get you upset or take it personally. If you did want to book a personal reading, all the details on how you can do so will be linked in the description box down below. Personal readings are always a great way to get a more specific and accurate read on your own personal situation. And for those of you that are new to the channel, just know that the reason that I title these readings blunt is because my goal and intention is to give you the honest, realistic truth of what I see, whether it's good news that you want to hear or something that might not be so great, okay? I don't think that it's good for me to sugarcoat the messages. It's important for you to hear the truth. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into our pile selection. So for today's video, we're going to be doing 3 piles. For pile number 1, we're going to be going with the Romantic Tarot and this piece of pyrite. For pile number 2, we're going to be going with the Housewives Tarot and this Aqua Obsidian blue crystal. And for pile number 3, we're going to be going with the Good Karma Tarot with some strawberry quartz. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath. Think about your person and their next actions toward you. Go ahead and select the deck or the crystal you feel the most intuitively connected to. And once you've made your choice, scroll down to the description box below to locate the timestamp that will take you to your selected reading. See you there. Hey pile 1, and welcome to your reading. If you guys picked out the Romantic Tarot with this pyrite crystal, then this will be your reading. We're going to be looking into your person's next actions toward you. And I do want to begin by channeling their current position as it pertains to this connection. So let's go ahead and jump right into that first. So where does pile 1's person currently stand energetically as it pertains to this connection? So we do have ascending coming up face up, so we will take this one. We have admired. We do have new direction coming up here at the bottom of the deck. So I do believe, and we have third party, which I saw when I was shuffling. So for a lot of you guys, I do feel like this person has admiration for you. I think that they see you as being very sparkly. Like there's something about you that's very attractive. And I do think with the ascending energy coming up, this typically for me means that somebody is coming to a higher level of understanding with regard to the situation. So this person is, I think, moving forward with understanding this situation from a clearer perspective. But I do get the sense that they are moving forward with something else in their life. I don't know if it necessarily means that they're totally wanting to distance themselves from you. We're going to see in a second, but it feels with this new direction and this understanding being here that this person may be focusing on other things right now. And we do have third party coming up underneath. And this is making me feel like there's some sort of a wedge between you guys. And maybe whatever this third party situation is what this person is having to dedicate more of their attention to. There is like an office building here, so I feel to me like this is giving work energy, although you guys know with third party, it can be really anything. It could be another person, it could be work, it could be other priorities, and we have fresh start underneath of this as well. So it feels like this person, for a lot of you guys, has just come into like a new beginning with work. I'm really getting work energy really strongly with this, and even though they do admire you and find you to be quite beautiful and attractive, handsome, it's like, I almost think this person actually wants your admiration as well. Like, I think especially if this does have to do with a work situation, I feel like they're actually desiring your admiration. So where they stand in terms of actions, this is where they're coming from. This person may want to pay you a compliment or something like that with the admired energy coming up. Let's continue. As I parted the deck, the Page of Cups came out, so that could be the case. Page of Cups typically indicates a sweet message, but a shy message. So let's see. For pile 1, what is their person's next action toward them at this time? We have a 7 of Wands. Travel energy here with that train. We have the Emperor card. Okay. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. We do have an Empress in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So I want to pull, we're going to pull from a couple other oracles and then we'll get into the full message here. So for pile number 1's person, let us know, please, what's their next action towards pile 1. Starting off with this 7 of Wands, clarifying the 7 of Wands. We have rocking it, clarifying the Emperor. Okay, and then clarifying the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The unsaid. And one more deck, and then I promise you guys we will be getting into it. You guys can always opt to fast forward through the shuffling if you feel like it's taking too long. But I know some of you guys like it too, so. So tell us this person's next action, please. We have sacral chakra, fertility, let your life burst forth from the seeds of creation. I already kind of feel like this person's sacral is blocked. I think that this person, they come across to me as very rigid and very like defensive in a sense. And I do see kind of an energy here of like having fun, but this card is about creation, right? It's about giving birth to something new. And so when we're thinking about somebody's actions, especially with this Empress card being reversed and our Queen of Pentacles being reversed, I do feel like this person, it's like there's a lack of ability to like nurture and care for this situation or receive that energy from you. I don't know why, but I feel like this person might have issues with like receiving love or receiving like feminine energy. And this could have to do with something with like their mother or their upbringing or something like this. But let's dial it over here. So what are their actions? For some of you guys, this is a very specific message. Like, I think for some of you guys, this person is wanting you to like watch them perform. Again, with admired being here and rocking it, I think there could be some sort of invitation coming for you to watch them perform. Like, I don't know why, you guys, but when I've been doing my love readings, a lot of like guitar playing energy has been coming up. So some of you guys are dating musicians, I feel like, but it's just like, maybe it's just a few of you. If it's not music specifically, I do feel there's this energy of like them playing or performing in some capacity and them wanting your admiration. And with the 7 of Wands, you know, typically, like what I see with this is that I feel like this person may want to like travel to you, or maybe you travel to them. In this card, it almost looks like she's the one that's getting off the train and welcoming. It might be like one of you guys is traveling to the other, okay? So there's something here with this. I'm reading this card intuitively, and there is this energy of embrace and like wanting to share care for one another and get together in some capacity. But there's other people around. It's not something where it feels like it's just going to be the two of you. And that makes a lot of sense with this kind of concert energy coming up here. I would say the thing to keep in mind, though, when this happens, or if this ends up happening for you guys, is like Seven of Wands energy is sort of when we're keeping it someone at arm's length a little bit. So even though this might feel really good to connect with this person, I'm seeing with the Emperor card being here next to the Seven of Wands, there's a lot of guarded, protected energy, right? I feel like this person is only going to let you in so far right now, okay? They're on an ascension path, and I feel like they are kind of focused, like I was saying at the beginning, on other things. I'm wondering, too, with the guide energy being here underneath of this, for some of you guys, this person, I think, might need a sign from you so that they understand what action you're wanting them to take. Like, this is sort of underneath of everything, so it's like buried really deep in there, but it feels like with the Emperor card being here, this person is somebody who needs to feel like they are in control of the situation, and they need to set strict boundaries, okay? We have why here. So this talks about shaking your head in disbelief, frustrated, annoyed, focusing on the solution rather than the problem. Okay, and it almost feels with this Emperor energy being here that this person, I almost feel like they're looking for a problem. You see this little, like, what is that called? Is it like, not a bifocal, but I don't know what it's called. I'm so sorry, you guys. Don't make fun of me. But when he has that little eyeglass on, what it's making me feel like somebody who is really being vigilant, someone that's looking for problems, almost like hyper vigilant to any like bad behavior, frustrations, nitpicky energy is what I get from this. Focusing on the solution rather than the problem, but to me, it feels like they're frustrated about something that they're noticing. With the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, what I feel with this is a lack of like tangible effort or grounding or commitment to this situation right now. And I don't think that this person is going to do a lot of like outward expression. Again, they feel very guarded. They feel like they're only going to allow you so close to them at this time. And this card is about showing somebody how you feel versus telling them. So I feel like the next time you guys get together with this person, what it feels to me is somebody who is wanting your acceptance and admiration, but kind of keeping you at an arm's length and wanting to set very clear boundaries about something within this connection. Let's continue. We're going to do a couple more decks before we close this out. What's their next action for pile one? What's their person's next action for them? With that Seven of Wands, this person may actually be like really pushing for you to come and see them. I don't know. All right, so we have truthful and honest coming out. Take the hint. I feel like that really makes sense with that unsaid energy. And we have eyes just for you. This person is a little confusing, you guys. I can't lie. I'm a little bit like, what? So I feel like this person does have feelings for you with this eyes just for you. And with take the hint being here, it's like this energy of them wanting you to pick up on their actions to figure out how they feel. But I don't know that they're going to be putting like a ton of effort or nurturing into the situation. And maybe whatever this is that they're frustrated about, maybe you guys know what it is. It might be something oddly specific to you, but it's almost like instead of talking about it, they're going to just want you to understand that they're upset through like the boundaries that they set or the way that they're controlling the situation. But they're ultimately desiring honesty and truth between the both of you. And I do see that this person desires harmony between you. What's their next action? What's going on with this person? What's their next action toward pile 1? Heartbreak. Toxic relationship. Okay. Travel. Yeah, there's something about travel here, and we have liquid courage. So I think for this person, it's going to take a lot of courage for them to actually show you how they feel or tell you how they feel. I feel like the next time you guys see this person, it's some sort of event, I feel like, where there's other people around. Maybe there's alcohol involved. Maybe it's like a concert or a performance of some sort. And I feel like once they have a couple sips of some drinks, you see this magnetic attraction. They're very attracted to you. But I feel like this person underneath it all is going through a lot. I think that they are heartbroken. I don't necessarily see this as being directed at you guys. I feel like this is more past stuff that's coming up for them. And this heartbreak that they're feeling beneath the surface is something that is what's keeping them pushing people off, like keeping people at arm's length, right? They don't want to allow somebody to get too close. And there's something here with this toxic relationship and this card where this person, I think, is really watching for negative traits. I think they're really watching for problems or frustrations, and they're very guarded and wanting to set very clear boundaries around any drama being brought into their life. And I don't know why. For some of you guys, I feel like for whatever reason, this person thinks that you might bring drama into their life. I don't know. But again, we do have travel energy here. So it feels like something with travel is coming up for this connection really soon. So what are their actions, pile 1? I know that was a lot of rambling that I just did. I was just kind of channeling as it came through. But it seems like this person and you will somehow meet up. It's not totally clear to me who's going to initiate it, if I can be honest, but it feels like this person would like for the two of you to get together, to do some sort of fun activity, a concert, a performance, something like that. But I do think that they are guarded. I think that they're guarded, and they're going to be setting very clear boundaries around what's okay and what's not okay. And I definitely think that if you guys are worried about other people, like in a romantic sense, I don't think that this person, I wasn't really getting another person with this third party. For me, I was getting more work energy because it does look like they have a lot of admiration for you here. They just may not be telling you this. So it could come across a bit confusing. And I could see why you guys might be confused about this person, because even in their actions, it comes across as very like strict and like I keep saying guarded. You know, it comes across very stoic in a sense. Like they're not the most expressive and open person, which I think makes sense with the sacral energy being blocked here. But it definitely seems like whatever is coming up next for this connection is something that's meant to be more fun and lighthearted, because this person doesn't seem like they're fully ready to allow someone in all the way. Okay, so that's what I see, pile 1. We're going to end the reading there, but as always, I love getting your comments, so please drop me a note and let me know what's going on with this person. How does it resonate? If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so you'll be updated when I post the next reading, and I do look forward to seeing you then. Bye! Hey, pile 2, if you guys picked out the Aqua Obsidian and the Housewives Tarot. This is going to be your reading. We are looking at your person's next actions toward you. So I'm going to begin the reading by first channeling their current position with regard to this connection. I do think that there could be something about communication that is significant with you guys having chosen this blue crystal. I'm also feeling this person is highly attracted to you physically. If this is a romantic situation, which I'm sure for most of you that watch this, it probably is. So let's just kind of see where do they stand? Where does pile two's person currently stand with regard to this connection? Okay, so we have patience coming through. And we have unawakened. We do have free will at the bottom. So this person is not clear about what they want to do. And they're not very self-aware, I will say. I think that this person with this free will energy coming up at the bottom of the deck, there's an undertone of them really being in exploration mode and really kind of just going where the wind blows them at this time, wanting to explore, wanting to see what options are out there, not necessarily only in romantic connections, but just in life in general. This is a very big, expansive energy here. I think that this person may also be struggling with this idea of free will, because with this unawakened energy, it almost is giving me this person who is just unaware of their own power and unaware that they are in the driver's seat of making choices with regard to this connection. I almost feel that this person is a bit demure or shy as well. We have patience here, so I definitely think that they are in a space of really taking their time. And part of it is because they're not sure what direction they want to take. They don't really seem to have clarity on what they even want for themselves, let alone what direction they may want to take this relationship. And this person, I'm guided to say, might be a bit younger in age or just less experienced in life in some capacity. But there is a very reserved kind of in the shadows energy, because we have this person in the shadows here, this card in the shadows, and then we have this very demure kind of closed off energy here with patience. So it's like already I'm not seeing a ton of action just with where they stand. This feels more contemplative, and it just feels more like not stuck, but just kind of, you know, like when, how do I say it? It's giving someone that just isn't grown up yet in life. Like somebody who waits for someone else to do it because they don't know what direction they want to do. I don't know if that's making any sense, but let's go into the tarot. So tell us, this person, what's their next action toward my pile twos? So we have a Seven of Swords in reverse. We have the Moon card in reverse. Yeah, there's a lot of okay, let me be quiet. Two of Wands in reverse. Yeah, it's a lot of fear energy. It's a lot of uncertainty. It's a lot of fantasizing. It's a lot of just not clear. Just directionless energy is what I feel with this person. But let's continue. So for pile two, what's their next action? Verifying the Seven of Swords reverse. What's their next action? Me and my ego. Yeah, guys, they're totally in their head. The Moon card. Clarify. Ooh, okay. So we have taking out the trash. And we have the Screw. Yeah, they're okay. This person, you guys, I feel is avoiding you. I feel like that's their next action major times here. Hold on. Let me grab... I forgot we have the Two of Pentacles reversed here at the bottom of the deck. And let's grab one more card. We'll get into this, and then I'm going to add more cards gradually here. But help us understand this person's next action, please. We have the chakra balance, harmony. Harmony makes the song of life sweeter. And we do have solar plexus energy at the bottom. Confidence. No one will believe in you if you don't believe in yourself. Be your own cheerleader. This person is struggling, you guys, with life in general. This person is not confident in themselves. This person doesn't even know who they are yet or where they want to go for themselves as an individual, let alone what they want from this connection. And I do feel that this person is needing balance in their life. And I think that part of what I'm seeing here is their way of trying to strive for balance. But I don't think that they even fully understand why they're doing this in the way they're doing it, okay, with this unawakened energy. So this person with the Seven of Swords in reverse, remember at the beginning I was getting something about communication? This person, I think, is wanting some sort of communication. They're thinking about communication. I don't know that I see that it's fully happening, because this card kind of talks about pride and fear getting in the way, thinking about you but not contacting you, and replaying situations over and over in their mind. So I feel this person may be ruminating on the situation, trying to understand it a little bit better, trying to understand whatever happened between the both of you, but they're still not there. And so with the Seven of Swords reversed, I think this person has been avoiding you. I think this person is probably going to continue to avoid you. And I think this person thinks about coming forward and communicating with you to clear the air, or communicating with you to apologize or confess to something. But it feels more like it's something in their head versus something that I see actively being acted out here. This person with the Moon card in reverse is, and with the Two of Wands reverse being next to it, it's like I see them as being really stuck in their fantasies, really stuck in their illusion or of events that went on here. I think that this person needs to learn how to trust their instincts a little bit better. And that's what I feel, guys, is like, this is no shade to this person. I just think that they're not there yet. They're not evolved to that space yet where they really understand themselves and trust themselves. I think that they understand that they need a change here. And with taking out the trash, I do feel that there is this energy of them wanting to purge in order to strive for balance here. This is about cutting ties, though. This is about cutting ties, dumping someone, emotional clearing, self-love, spring cleaning, and healing. So I feel like this person is in a space where they need to heal. They need to work on themselves. They need to work on trusting their intuition and overcoming fears and illusions that block them from being able to adequately connect with others or adequately communicate with others. I feel like they just need a rest. You know what I mean? This person may have some, like for some of you, I was kind of getting that this person may have some mental health issues too that they're working through. And this is why we have some of this unawakened energy, because maybe it's something they haven't fully explored or something they don't fully understand yet. And with the Two of Wands reversed with the Screw, to me, this is just, really confirming that this person, they're kind of stuck. Like, they're stuck in this place of knowing, like, okay, remember how I was saying with the Free Will card, this is about expansion and needing and wanting to explore, right? And I feel like this person knows that they need to kind of explore and that they need to take more responsibility and accountability for themselves and their own healing and the places and directions they want to go in life. But there's this energy of fear with the Two of Wands being in reverse, fear of this, and struggling to really step into their confidence and step into their power to be able to get it done. This screw energy is about not being interested. It's like leaving quickly. It's like avoiding a situation, essentially. And with the Two of Pentacles here in reverse, this also talks about taking something off of the plate, dropping something. So when we're talking about their next actions, pile 2, I got to be honest with you. I don't really see them doing much of anything except for avoiding you. You know, avoiding the situation, avoiding this connection. And it's all about their own healing journey that they're on and needing to focus on. So we're going to get a few more decks here before we end the message, but let's see. For pile 2, what's their person's next action, please? We have could be your person. Yeah, they're ruminating about this in their head. Like, me and my ego, it's like, oh, I think about pile 2 a lot. They could be the one, but I don't know. It's a lot of this waffly, like, indecisive energy that I feel. We have attention seeking. Okay, interesting. And commitment rings. For some of you guys, I feel like this person might do something to try to grab your attention. Like, they might do something on social media, or I'm almost getting with that commitment rings energy, like do something with someone else to get your attention. I don't know. I think the point, though, is like the behavior that you see from them is them trying to get your attention, trying to get a reaction out of you is what I feel. And with the commitment rings energy coming up here, I kind of feel this person, they have a fear of commitment is what I feel with this. Because if this card came up and we had a bunch of other really positive cards that were indicating that this person wanted to extend more commitment to you or a higher level of commitment, then that would just confirm the message. But because this is coming up here over the cards talking about avoidance and fear, to me, the way I read this is that this person has a fear of commitment, which is kind of playing a part in why they're acting the way they are. So let's look at this final deck for pile 2. What is their person's next actions? Oh, okay, so we do have proposal. Let's see. What's their next actions? Hookup, healing. We do have ex-lover. So there could be an issue still with an ex that they're dealing with. Okay, this is making it much more clear. I do think that this person might propose something more casual to you. I think that they would be interested in like hooking up. I would watch it because I could see this person coming in because they are thinking, oh, they could be my person. Pile 2 could be my person. They may come in with some sort of offer for you that feels more grand than they're really wanting ultimately. Because we have commitment rings, we have proposal. So they may like ask you on a date, or they might do something that feels like it's more along the lines of like commitment. But ultimately what they really want is a hookup. It's more of like a way to soothe their ego and make themselves feel more confident and make themselves feel better. And like I was channeling in the beginning, this person is highly attracted to you. So it makes sense. I think for you guys, it's important for you to know that your energy is very healing to this person. So if you're okay with the connection as it is, I know a lot of you guys comment and say, I don't even want them to commit to me. We're just hooking up, which is totally fine. But I think that you may just want to be wary of like setting boundaries, because not wary of setting boundaries, but you might want to consider setting boundaries, because this person, I just don't see that they are in the best headspace mentally, and they're not really someone who seems like they have a lot of direction in their life. It seems like they are kind of using your energy as a way to make themselves feel better, as a way to boost their self-esteem. Okay, so just something to consider and reflect on. But what's their next action? Pile 2. At most, I see them trying to hook up with you. And at least I see them kind of doing nothing, you know? This taking out the trash could be talking about them still needing to get over their ex also. And so I would just also be cautious that this person isn't connecting with you to try to upset their ex with that attention-seeking energy coming up here. Because I feel that could be a thing for some of you guys. Okay, pile 2, we're going to end the message here, but please, as always, comment below. Let me know what's going on with this person. How did the messages resonate? If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so you'll be updated when I post the next reading, and I do look forward to seeing you then. Bye. Hey, pile 3, if you guys picked out the Good Karma Tarot with this strawberry quartz, this will be your reading. So we are going to be looking to see how your person, what your person's next actions are toward you and this connection. So we're going to start off by channeling their current position and where they currently stand with regard to your relationship at this time. So where does pile 3's person currently stand with their connection at this time? So we have shadow work coming out of the deck. And we have the Muse. So I do think that this person might not be very proud of some behavior that they've shown to you recently with shadow work coming up. I think that there is something maybe that happened in this connection, or something about the way that this person acted, I think is something that they're exploring on a deeper level. I don't think they're happy with maybe a side of themselves that they showed to you. And with shadow work coming up, this is typically when we need to confront those shadowy sides of our personalities. We all have them. And it's typically a part of ourselves that we've suppressed that is just needing recognition. It's needing understanding. It's needing compassion even. So I think that they're working on themselves. I think that they're confronting aspects of themselves that they may not want to confront, that might be difficult to confront, but that ultimately need understanding. And with the Muse energy coming up here, I do think that this person finds you to be very inspirational to them. I do think that you maybe have even inspired some of this shadow work that they're doing. This person may also just, on a more basic level, they may be like very creative in nature and thinking about creativity as it pertains to their life or this healing journey they're on or this connection in general. So let's see. What's their next action for pile 3? What's their person's next action toward them? Ooh, so we have Justice. Very logical energy coming through. Okay. Hierophant, even more logical energy. Okay, very interesting. What's their next action for pile 3? 6 of Wands in reverse. And at the bottom, we do have a 7 of Cups reversed. So definitely this undertone of kind of getting their head out of the clouds, seeing things much more realistically, practically. I also feel like this is them actually making a choice versus allowing themselves to be distracted by a lot of choices at once, having a more focused approach to their life. Let's see. So I want to start by clarifying the Justice card. What's their next action for pile 3, please? We have Sunshine. Clarifying the Hierophant card. What's their next action? Team Awesome. And clarifying this 6 of Wands. What's their next action? What a catch. We do still have a little bit of casual energy coming up here at the bottom. I do think this person is wanting fun, but I'm also seeing a lot of indications of wanting to make things right and maybe even wanting a commitment with you. So let's see for pile number 3. What's their next action? What's their person's next action? Heart chakra flying out. Let's see though. We have crown chakra, peace. In stillness, the answer will be revealed. Interesting. We also have solar plexus. It says, shine. You are made up of stardust, so keep sparkling. I think this person has a confidence issue. I'm not going to lie. I think that they really see you guys with the Six of Wands reversed with what a catch. I definitely think that they see you guys as a catch. Like, I think they see you as an ideal partner, someone that they could see themselves being in a romantic, like long-term, committed, respectable relationship with. But I feel with the Six of Wands in reverse that this person, they don't feel good enough for you. And I think when it comes to actions, I got to be honest with you guys. There's a lot of positive energies that I'm seeing here. But in terms of actions with the Six of Wands reversed, this might not be something that you see manifest itself in a really tangible, actionable, obvious way, especially because the Six of Wands is about taking the lead. It is about taking action, right? It is about being the person in the spotlight in a lot of ways. And I feel like this person, they don't want that. They're not confident enough right now to muster up that courage and that willpower, if you will. I am also getting for some of you guys that there is a third party involved with this person. I don't know if it is another love interest, a parent, or something else in their life. I'm just noticing how we have 3 people here. And so if that is the case, what I do see with the Justice card being here is that this person desires to make things right with you. This person wants to be happy, and I think that they want this connection to feel happy and harmonious. They want things to go well, okay? Justice is about, though, taking a very logical approach to the situation, an unbiased approach to the situation. So I think as it pertains to their actions, this person is sort of making a decision, making a judgment call around taking the action that's going to feel like it rights any wrongs of the past. I do feel with this Hierophant card that this person does have a lot of respect for you. I do think that there is a compatibility here that they feel. There could be something that you guys have in common here with Team Awesome. There could also be an energy of one of you guys kind of almost being like a mentor or advisor. Maybe they see you as kind of someone that's a mentor to them, because this person, for whatever reason, doesn't seem to feel very influential in comparison to you. You guys inspire this person quite a bit. Maybe you give them really good advice. Maybe you can provide really great support. They can come to you if they have questions or concerns about things. But they do see you as somebody that they are compatible with, that they would like to spend more time with. But in the sense of it, it almost feels more like you guys are spending time within a certain status quo, if that makes sense. And with the energy of peace here, it says, in stillness, the answer will be revealed. It's continuing to make me feel like this person may not do a lot in terms of actions. But the energies that are here feel really positive. So let's see. We're going to pull a couple more cards. So what is pile 3's person's next action toward them? Let's see what else we can get. We have placeholder. Okay. Resolution. And we have you can do better. We do have career driven at the bottom. So the third party energy could be career stuff too. I feel with this you can do better. I feel like this is how they feel about themselves, that they can do better. Not, and you guys know I would tell you the truth if I thought it was that they felt that about you. I feel that this person, it's like they really are trying to look at this situation from a more reasonable and logical perspective here, neutral perspective here, I guess, because even though I do feel like this person has a lot of respect, admiration, and care for you, it almost feels like maybe the way that they feel about themselves, it's like not the right timing, you know? I think this person's been like fantasizing about this connection a lot. I think they've really put you up on a pedestal in a lot of ways. And And they're coming to terms with like the reality of the situation is like for them, they're not in a space where they can really give their all or really give their best, is what it feels like to me based off some of the messages we're seeing here. And again, I think you've been a catalyst for inspiring this person to work on themselves and to do some improvements here. So I think that this person understands that, like, if they were to connect with you now, it would be happy, but it would be like a placeholder energy, meaning like it wouldn't go anywhere further is almost what I feel. It's like when I see this card placeholder, it's making me feel like they recognize that this would be like a temporary fix to make them feel better, but it's not ultimately the right thing to do with the situation. I don't know if this makes sense, but that's what I feel. If anything, for some of you guys, I could see that you and this person may get together within the status quo of whatever your relationship is, but it will be like a temporary, with placeholder, I feel like it's going to be like a temporary get together, not necessarily something that's going to last a long time right now. Okay, like there would be some sort of resolution that's achieved through it, but I feel like this person just doesn't feel like they're good enough for something more like long-term and permanent right now. Okay, so let's see. This is our last deck. What's their next action toward my pile number 3? And the third party card is popping out as I'm shuffling here. So what's pile 3's person's next action? Ooh. Okay. Yeah, okay. This person is still healing. The timing is not right for them right now. They need a little bit more time to make some improvements to their own situation, you guys. I think that career and finances are a big thing for this person right now and really needing to get that in order. And with divine intervention coming up here, I think that this person is going through like a tower moment right now. I think they're trying to like maybe clean up some sort of mess in their life, or they've recently gone through something really challenging in their life. And I think that they recognize that if they were to connect with you, it would be like a temporary feel-good fix, but not necessarily the permanent solution to the issues that they have going on. It's like, I guess I just kind of feel like this person wants to do right by you ultimately. And so for them, it's better to step back and wait and work out their own stuff before they were to like maybe jump into trying a commitment with someone. So hopefully this makes sense, pile 3. As always, I would love to hear your comments below. Let me know what's going on with your person and how you feel like some of these messages might have pertained to you. If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so you'll be updated when I post the next reading, and I do look forward to seeing you then. Bye.